I'm Tom Moran.
I'm James Terrell.
And I'm Matt Moran.
We're Speaking of Monsters. On every episode, we pick a film to dissect and then talk about the parallels between it and the reality we live in.
And on this episode, we are talking about 2000's American Psycho.
Yes, and this movie is about the sweet and innocent boy next door, Matt Moran. Patrick Bateman.
I don't have that good of a morning routine.
Yeah.
It's usually falling out of bed.
Patrick would never do that.
He is an investment banker by day, and by night, he's a psychopath. And the nights are becoming more of the day. They're bleeding into the day, and he's becoming progressively worse. And that's it.
Yes. Or is he a psychopath?
Right.
Question mark. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. For those
Put a little asterisk there.
Yeah. If you've seen the movie, you know what we're talking about. If you haven't seen the movie, fantastic film. Got to check it out. But there are a lot of parallels between this movie.
It's very timely.
And what's going on in, where are we now? June 2025 for anybody watching?
We're in, June 18th, 2025.
Yep.
On a Wednesday night.
On a Wednesday night. What's the newest news?
It's shit.
It's not good. It's not good. Talks about war. I don't know. I don't think that has anything to do with this movie, but that's where we're at.
This movie does take place in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The Iran-Contra affair was mentioned in this movie.
Hey.
Towards the end, he's very
We've gotten real far, haven't we, in 45 years?
So what we're going to do, we're going to break down each act. Act 1, 2, and 3. We're going to pick some scenes from each act that kind of relate to shit going on! And we're going to talk about it. So let's talk. We're not going to go, this isn't going to be a full run through of the movie.
We're not running through the full movie, so go watch it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah.
This is definitely worth a watch. This is ranked up there in a top 20 movies for me over the years.
Is this a perfect 10? Probably not. Is this a 9? Probably.
I'd probably put it up there.
I don't know.
I might give it a perfect 10.
I might. Depending on my mood.
It's a real good movie.
It is. Christian Bale, right, plays the main character here of Patrick Bateman. Patrick in this movie is 27.
He was 27 when he
okay.
did this, which I had to look up one of the last times I watched this because I'm like, he looks the same as when he was playing Bruce Wayne in the Batman, which wasn't that much later.
Sounds a little different.
But I'm like, Christian Bale just always seems so much older than me.
Yeah.
It's because I've never looked like that.
So you already talked about the premise of this movie.
Yeah.
Right, so let's jump into Act 1.
All right. Yeah. Do we have any scenes to reference that can kind of spur the conversation?
So it starts with they're at a restaurant and then Patrick Bateman says something like, cool it with the anti-Semitic remarks. So you think he's a good guy at this point.
Of course.
Yeah. So this was a thing, he does this again when he's in a spas. But he talks about the apartheid. He talks about civil rights. He talks about homelessness. He has this facade of being socially conscientious. And I feel like there's a parallel, we talked about this a little last week, but with Ted Bundy, who had this charm and charisma and also had this facade of being, aware of social affairs and stuff. He was a part of a campaign for a Washington governor. He ran a suicide hotline. He'd like to talk about...
Great cover-up.
Hey, it's not murder if you're saving them.
Is it like 1 for 1? You save one, you can murder one, it equals out? I don't think it works that way.
I guess it's a little easier on the conscience.
Oh, my God. For a psychopath, sure, right?
But they have to maintain that veneer of civility and just keep up with the Joneses and
like you said, it's a facade.
Right,
it's fake.
Right.
Which was a rare case with Bundy, especially that wasn't normal, especially with serial killers that we know of.
Yeah, right.
A lot of them had very telltale signs, shut-ins, or just very awkward people.
Yep. So starts with that comment, right? He's with a bunch of his dude friends that he works with. So I don't even think he has friends.
No.
Right? Just co-workers in a restaurant. So he makes that remark. We'll jump a little bit. He has an assistant. At one point, he's telling his assistant what to wear. Right?
Poor
Like,
Gene.
What?
Gene is the assistant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Is he controlling? Is he sexist? Like,
All the above.
right?
Definitely.
All that. Like,
Yeah, this-
and this,
Yeah,
you
no,
mentioned,
his
takes place in
facade
the
only
80s.
lasts so long.
This took place in the 80s, so I would say things have gotten a smidge better. Just maybe not.
Now, like with this administration, I
Well,
think we definitely,
if we wanna
would
talk
definitely
politics.
regress.
We were heading in the right direction.
We
for
were.
a while.
Yeah, right.
We were.
Right.
Right. So, like, I still feel like we're doing better than we were doing in the 80s, but that was also fucking 40 years ago. Like, we should be much further.
Right.
Nah, we're back to you could tell your assistant what to wear.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure
There
our
is-
president is telling. His
I mean, there's a whole like niche of like trad wife content.
Oh yeah, I've watched a bunch of videos on it. It's baffling to me.
Yeah, that's a thing now.
I mean, outside of the people making money off of content, I'm like, this can't be your real life.
I live under a rock. I'm ancient. What do you speak
it's
of?
like
it's-
traditional woman
Yeah,
roles, like
like-
in the kitchen,
They stay at home wives who like just live to cook and like
Take care of the baby.
take care of their kids.
Oh,
but
cool.
it's in a like 1950s,
Like medieval type
20s type manner. Yeah, where it's like, I'm here to serve you, and
Right.
like
Yeah.
you're the superior, and this kind of
You're
shit.
the breadwinner, and
I feel like a lot of it is for content because so much now is for content.
Okay, haven't seen this. Don't want to see it.
Andrew Tate.
Oh God.
And that was a little bit more.
But like that in the manosphere, that is
Oh, yeah,
the equivalent
That's
of that.
what he believes
in the alpha
should be the norm.
alpha male brain rot. That is the male equivalent of that trad wife thing, where they're like, that is your role. If you step out of it, there's going to be consequences.
Who are people to dictate consequences
It's
on
fucked
other
up.
people?
I know, it's terrible.
This world. Stick around. Okay, this is going to get even better.
Yeah. Anyway.
So here we are. The movie is titled American Psycho.
Yeah.
Right? And this is about, in the 80s, a bunch of yuppies. Right? So these, like,
Wall
rich
Street.
Wall Street guys, they probably all look the same. All these white men that just were there to make money.
Materialistic, flashy,
Yep.
extravagant.
There's a point
lifestyle.
in this movie where Patrick Bateman is in his limo or whatever, driving with his fiance, I think, at the time.
Yeah,
And then
Evelyn.
he like turns his head and he even says, "Is that Donald Trump's car?" In the movie, they reference Donald Trump like a couple times.
In the book, he's constantly referenced,
Right.
but there's that scene too where they're at the Texarkana, like where he wanted to go to Dorsia, but he couldn't get reservations, so he's there, and then he looks and he's like, "Is that Ivanka Trump?"
Yeah,
and
that's
then he's like, "Well, she wouldn't be in this place or whatever," but he's looking out.
So here's a movie about these high-profile, not playboys, but like
Shitbags.
Wall
Rich?
Street frat boys.
Wall Street frat boys.
That's probably the best description.
Referencing Trump as being the pinnacle of this. They didn't know when they were making this movie that years later this guy would be president, right? So here they are almost making fun of this kind of person. And this guy ends up being our president twice.
Yeah.
Right.
What'd we do, America?
Once again, the movie is titled American Psycho.
Right.
And he idolizes him. So the
Yes.
book was, what, 90s?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this movie was 2000. This came out.
Here we are, 2025. This is like reality that we are
Yes.
living in. It's mind-boggling.
Can I talk about the?
You can talk about whatever
All right.
you want.
The idolization thing that really gets to me.
Yeah.
But like, I think about Wolf of Wall Street, and I think about the movie Wall Street. So you have Jordan Belfort, who this guy had defrauded hundreds of, maybe thousands, I don't know, up to the tune of $110 million, selling penny stocks to people and doing this pump and dump scheme. Like, this is a guy.
Been there.
Yo.
But this is a guy that was like, people are going to his seminars. So he went to jail for all that. He comes out, he makes his money back. He still owes in restitution around $97 million. And guess what he's talking about at his seminars?
What?
The ethics of business. And people are paying for this. That's the thing. They idolize that because he has like charisma and all that, and the movie was made about him.
Right. And I'll give it to Trump has some kind of charisma
does.
at some point, right? Like, not the kind I'm attracted to.
I don't know when that happened.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I thought he was always a joke.
Well, he is to a certain group of people.
Yeah.
But, all right, let's move on with this movie. There's another scene in Act 1 that I think is very important where Patrick Bateman starting to lose it. He's pissed off at something that happened previously. He's walking in an alley and he sees a homeless man with his dog. And he starts talking to the homeless man. And,
Belittling him.
yeah, basically belittling. And this is a black man. And I don't know if this was done on purpose, right? But, you know, he's trying to, like, tell this guy to, I don't know, dust himself off and, like, come on, you can get yourself out of it,
Pick
right?
yourself up by your bootstraps.
And here's a black man in the 80s probably has dealt with racism and all this other bullshit, right? He's at a very low point. I mean, he's not just going to, like, get a job in 2 seconds. Like, that's not going to happen. So Patrick Bateman kills him.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
He kills him. He like stabs him.
Yeah, no, this is like the sad reality of things is that's so many people's mentality is just like, get a job and this kind of shit. It's like, one, you don't know fucking people's lives.
The system doesn't work for everyone.
No.
Right.
It doesn't work for everyone.
Especially a black person in
Right.
the 80s.
And there is racism, unfortunately, that still exists, right?
In the 80s, we're barely 100 years out of slavery. So it's... What the fuck?
Yeah. But, you know, it's you see him get to this point. Then what's even... Well, not even worse. I'm not going to say even worse, but he kills the dog.
Yeah, no,
and that's
I
just
hate that
fucked
part,
up.
too.
It's fucked up, man.
It is fucked up. The dog did nothing. I mean, neither did the
There's a lot of
the
people
homeless
that probably
man,
think
but-
the same way. Like, you know, I would rather a person die than an animal, right? You just love animals because they're so innocent.
I
There's
know.
an innocence
I
to
know the
animals.
horror community. We do not like animals dying.
Right. Don't fucking kill the dog. And a cat almost dies in this movie. We'll get to it.
But on that, the homeless man's death, this is like, there's a motto that's kind of chanted, fail forward. And I don't think a lot of people don't have the luxury to do that, especially a black man in the 80s. Right. And like you have, it's not only that there's discrimination, but just the social, just the privilege is not there. Like you have the banks and insurance companies, they do like redlining. That is a thing. And if you look at the data around this in terms of their access, like people that are poor and people of color, access to healthcare, access to education and all that stuff, it's divested out of inner city slums. So businesses and the government don't invest enough there, and they're often short of resources that they need to thrive.
Right. Yeah, it's not their fault. Right.
Yeah.
So that you know, it's a not a pivotal scene in this movie, but it is definitely one that sticks out. It's not like the catalyst, but it's the first time I think we see him kill, right? Because there was a lady in the beginning where like we assume she dies.
Yeah, it's never
we-
confirmed.
never
and this
confirmed.
is something that will later be something I want to talk
Right,
about.
which actually we're getting to. So let's just jump to that now. So there's a great scene in this movie with Huey Lewis in the news.
Probably one of the most famous scenes from this
Yeah,
movie.
definitely is.
If not the opening montage, but
Yep, this is a great scene where like he's dancing to Huey Lewis. He's talking about one of his albums. He's got like a raincoat on, and he grabs an axe and ends up killing Jared Leto. Right?
yeah, who I think recently is being canceled.
He's got some allegations.
Yeah, during this time.
Wow.
Yeah, it's surprising. I mean, a couple of years ago, people were like, he's got a cult, and now it's like, hey, he's grooming people. I'm like,
Oh,
you
Jesus.
did Morbius, so go fuck yourself.
That was not a good movie. And I wanted to. I love vampires.
So is he still playing Skeletor? Is that still?
We'll find out soon.
But yeah. So he ends up killing this other guy who he works with that keeps mistaking him for somebody else. So
Yeah, and he's is he technically like a higher? He's not a higher
he's
up.
a vice president, like all of them. It's like
Yeah.
a running joke that all these guys are vice presidents.
And they're
None of them do any
constantly-
work
They're constantly mistaken for one another.
because they
Right.
all look the same. They're just white, privileged
But
men.
especially Patrick Bateman's almost exclusively always mistaken
Yeah,
for
yeah.
someone else.
So he's enraged and he ends up killing this guy
Marcus.
who keeps. Marcus is the guy.
Marcus Halberstram is the guy that Paul Allen
Gets
always.
mistaken.
Yeah.
So he kills Paul Allen.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So great scene, but to your point, you want to talk about this.
Yeah, so at this point, he is already murdered. Nothing happens. No one cares.
He killed a woman, probably.
He possibly killed this woman,
Kills a
and then he
black
kills
man.
a homeless black man.
Now
And
kills
then
a...
he kills a rich white man, and suddenly we're introduced to William Dafoe's character.
a detective.
A detective.
Mm-hmm.
Suddenly, people care.
Yeah.
Which, again, is society sucks.
Yeah. Very salient point.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
we're all equal. We're all human beings.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, because this rich white dude...
Yeah,
Something happens to
and
him?
like I've heard, because I listen to true crime podcasts, I think they, in the world of like, hopefully it's still not this way, but like cops and stuff, there was the Less Dead or something where it was like prostitutes and homeless people, like they don't look into it
They
as much.
disappear. Yeah.
There's a
Like-
file and that's it.
Yeah, they're like, they're missing.
Well, you think about like the department, right? So they get pressure by people, by the families of these victims to, solve this cold case. Whereas like with that, there's nobody there to advocate for this person. So
Well, that's Act 1.
Yeah.
that's especially
we're
in,
getting depressing. Isn't life great?
Yeah.
That's the thing that happens a lot on Native American reservations. A lot of people going missing.
All right, so that's Act 1. On to Act 2. What do we got for Act 2?
Act 2.
I guess I should look at my notes
I
here.
was gonna
So,
say, you have the notes.
picks up a lady of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, he's in the limo ordering a blonde. So he wants to
He
be
has
with
a
two
preference.
women.
Specific.
Very specific, yep.
As most serial killers do.
True. True. They have their
Niche.
yep. He tells the girl that he picked up that his name is Paul Allen, who we just
Killed.
we can say that now, right? We're past the 30 seconds on YouTube.
Yes.
Killed, though.
Girl arrives and is a dirty blonde. Tells the girls that he works on Wall Street. Isn't there a thing here where he's...
Yeah, so he's like, don't you want to know what I do? And they're just like sitting there looking at him like blank stare. No. And he just says it anyway, so.
Yeah.
This is all ego and narcissism.
Yeah, he just wanted...
Just like our America's finest.
And he's showing off his apartment and stuff. Like, he's in his fantasy land of people praising him and him being a god in people's eyes,
Is
which
there
he's not.
another American psycho like that just had a parade or something for his birthday?
Well,
Right.
no one would want to show off that parade.
Yeah.
Squeaky tanks and all.
Squeaky tanks. Well, yeah, he's playing some Phil Collins, and then there's this is a funny scene, the sex scene that happens when he's just looking in the mirror, checking himself out. He looks good.
Of course he
Fucking
does.
dude looks
It's
good.
fucking Christian Bale.
Right.
I mean, I've caught myself in the mirror before, and I've been like, "Oh,
Yeah, not the same reaction.
what is that?"
But it's funny, like before that, like when he is playing the music, right? He's just talking to them again, kind of like this ostentatious display of, I don't know, maybe knowledge or culture or
Knowledge.
whatever.
It's like he's read this in a magazine or newspaper.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
He
just
did that to Paul
regurgitating.
Allen too, where he's just like,
Same thing with Huey
like,
Lewis.
It's almost
Right,
everything.
right.
Like he almost just has these like tidbits of like, I mean, it's kind of my dumb knowledge about horror movies. I'm like, I just know this stuff. Splurt it out.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's funny, like, so when he is just watching them, when he's in voyeur mode, he's talking about this stuff. And then when he's actually engaging in the sex acts, he's not even looking at them.
Nah,
So
it's all
there's
on him.
no intimacy, there's no emotional connection, completely
Is there
objectified.
intimacy when you pay for it? Probably not. I don't know. I don't know. If any of you have done this, let us know in the comments.
I'm sure in some instances, maybe.
I don't
Maybe,
know.
I don't know.
How can-
No.
I
don't know.
It's
But-
also very relatable.
If it's the same person that you've been with, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm very curious.
I
now.
mean, it's relatable to like if you've ever seen the like videos of incel. I forget the fucking kid's name, but he was like the rich kid who ended up killing a bunch
Incel
of like, college.
King?
Yeah, something
Oh,
like
what
that.
the hell's his name? I know his name.
But it's like it's
Yeah.
the most like, cringe-worthy like bullshit, and this is very much what this character is.
right, right.
Except he's actually like a good-looking guy.
there's another scene that happens after this where he meets with the guys that he works with.
Mm-hmm.
Right? He's talking about how no women have good personalities. Patrick mentions Ed Gein. Said one part of him wants to take her out and talk to her. The other part thinks about what her head would look like on a stick. Was this Ed Gein, though? This was somebody
Edmund
else?
Kemper.
So this
Edmund-
was a misquote.
Yes, because Ed Gein
From
was
this movie.
Less of a serial killer.
But the fact that all these dudes are just talking down about
Mm.
women, it
Mhm.
just it shows how much they don't care.
Yeah.
Right? These guys get like
It's very much. I don't know if James, you mentioned this on this episode, or this was before talk. It's a Wall Street frat boy kind
Yeah.
of
Right.
that like very cliche.
Misogyny.
Yeah, it's misogyny mixed with just
Yeah, it's
this
awful.
ego and narcissism
Yeah.
and
Right.
all this shit.
yeah, but
That
this
is
this,
seen way too much nowadays.
this stuff still goes on
Oh,
nowadays.
Way too much.
You know, you got somebody that's very high up there saying all you got to do is grab them by the pussy, right? Like, who the fuck says that shit? Who the
Our president.
fuck says
God bless America.
that? Who the fuck thinks that way? Like, you are that entitled. Like, you could just get away with it. Like, what the fuck? Check the files. Elon called for it. All right.
He's been already convicted of.
Right?
35
Rape?
counts and yeah, rape's one of them.
What the fuck?
Don't worry, he's running the country. We're safe, guys.
It's crazy, but this is a movie. This movie
Cue
is
the Curb Enthusiasm music.
fictional, right? Anyway, so that happens. we got some honorable mentions, which this will be the first, I guess. We'll do this typically every episode. You know, great scenes that we want to talk about, but really has nothing to do with anything crazy going on in life these days. But we still want
this
to
is
talk
just
about.
the movie's good, so let's
Yeah, let's talk
talk about the
something
movie
good.
a little bit.
There's a head in the freezer. This is, I think, when his secretary he invites her out on a date, right?
Yeah.
So she shows up at his place, and Like, he opens the freezer. We see a head in the freezer, who I think is the woman in the beginning. I don't know. Says he's not good at controlling his willpower. Tells her Ted Bundy's first dog was named Lassie. And almost uses a nail gun on his assistant, but doesn't.
He spares her, and I think the reason for that is that she is the only one out of everyone that actually acknowledges him and esteems him in the way he like kind of wants to be treated and held in that regard.
Her job is to assist him,
But
so he
that's
doesn't.
what he wants.
Right.
It's someone who serves him.
Yeah.
Right.
Serves him, which is why maybe for a split second, because he almost nails her.
Hey.
No, that way. Right? But think about that. Like, I don't know.
No, it is. There's also, it doesn't have this moment of like he's holding it there.
Yeah.
And there's this miscommunication here where he says to her, I think if you stay, something bad will happen. What he
thinks
means is like, I'm going to kill you.
Sexually.
And she is saying like, you know, I usually pick like bad guys or guys that aren't available or whatever. So she does end up leaving, and
she knows he's like has a fiance, I believe.
Like something's going on.
Yeah.
And then there's a voicemail that's left that she listens to because like somebody calls.
Oh,
wanting to-
yeah.
the girl that he's hooking up with or something.
Samantha?
I don't know. Somebody calls and leaves
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So she's listening to this message happen.
Lewis Carruthers' wife, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all cheating on him.
Yeah,
And
I'm like,
Lewis-
this lifestyle.
And Lewis is a gay man, right? That hits on Patrick Bateman
Yeah.
at some
Oh,
point.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's such this It's like Rhode Island. It's like Rhode Island, and it's this like circle of people.
Yeah, it's just like
We've all
every
dated
friend
everybody.
group's just like we've all been with each other.
We live in Rhode
it's
Island.
weird,
Yeah, that's
but
what
it
is.
happens.
It does. Another honorable mention. So we're getting towards the end of the second act here. So Christy, who is the lady of the night that he picked up, and the other girl, they're there, and then she looks over, sees blood under the sheets, right? So this is like the second time. She ends up running out of the room, right? Patrick's got blood all over him. As she's running, she opens a closet, finds 2 dead bodies. She finds another in the bathroom. He runs in the bathroom. He's biting her leg, right? Gets kicked in the
Naked.
face. Yeah, naked, with sneakers on.
Yeah, he's got sneaks on.
We see him running away, so we see his like ass cheeks
Yep.
at one point.
Look at man.
Yeah. Runs to the stairwell, right? So Christy's running down this spiral, right, staircase or whatever. And then Patrick Bateman has a fucking chainsaw, drops it perfectly, and then ends up landing on her. I don't know how many stories down.
Right.
And then he just has this primal scream, right? Like, great scene.
Such a great scene.
Great scene.
Gotta mention it.
This is also gonna feed into
Is this real or not?
the ending of this movie.
So Christy, before, when she's in the hallway, there are other people that live in this building as well, and she's knocking on the door. And granted, if like we talked about this before, but like if someone's got a chainsaw in there, they're in the hallway, you wouldn't want to open the door, but
This
nobody
is also
calls the cops.
New York in the 1980s.
Have you seen Basket Case, the movie?
Yeah. In
That's
the
true.
80s, as far as I know, I was not alive. You two were barely alive.
Thanks.
It seemed a lot sketchier.
I'm sure it was.
So, yeah, maybe people were very less like. I mean, if someone started banging on my apartment door, I'd just be like,
And you hear a chainsaw, you're not going to answer it.
nah. I'd awkwardly try to peek out the window through the curtain.
Yeah. Well, it was probably just a peephole. And that was it. So they probably... Who knows? Who knows what they're doing in their penthouse suite, right? With
I mean,
music. Maybe they got Huey Lewis in the news blast and they can't hear it. Like, who knows?
Yeah, but it also does play into the is this real?
Right. About so. He ends up breaking up with his fiance.
Mhm.
Right.
He's got to return some videotape.
Yeah. Yeah. She starts making a scene and he just can't take it. So he ends up like just leaving the restaurant and is like, I got to return some videotapes.
I mean, we've all been in that situation where it's like, I don't know how to get out of this. Excuse.
So he tells her, yeah, but he tells her before that. This is what I was referring to earlier. He says, "I need to engage in homicidal." I misquoted this. I need to engage in homicidal rage on a massive scale. It cannot be corrected, but I have no other way to fulfill my needs. He says this as they're talking about, like, I don't know, she's talking about her engagements and stuff and how they should be doing stuff, and he's just blurting that out there, and she just.
She's not paying attention, but also foreshadowing to what is
Yeah.
to happen, which, again, might not be real.
There are a lot of scenes in this movie where he will come out and say things, but for some reason, the person he's talking to doesn't quite hear it.
There's,
So there's a
back
bunch
the moment
of that.
and
Yeah.
like the
So then it makes you
nightclub.
wonder, like, is this really happening, or did that not happen? Was that
Right.
not said? So I love that about this film. The last scene in this act that we're going to talk about is, well, it's the very
Shoots
Shoots, so-
mass homicidal.
yeah. This is a crazy scene. So he goes to like an ATM, and the ATM is basically telling him to what?
Feed me a stray cat.
Feed the cat.
Right? So he's got like, this cat, and then he's got a gun out at some point, like he's going to shoot the cat. But then there's like a lady that's there, an older lady, and he ends up shooting the older lady, kills her. The cops hear the shot, and there's this like... He's getting chased.
He gets chased. He shoots at the cop car.
Yeah, there's a shootout that
And
happens.
this is the moment that's like, what the fuck is going on? Because he shoots at the cop car, and the cop car explodes.
Yeah, explode.
Two of them, I
from
think,
a bullet.
And
From a bullet.
he looks at the gun going like,
He even looks at it.
what the fuck was that?
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
Like, him to even look at it and
Yeah,
acknowledge
yeah.
that he's
There's
even
something-
wondering
right.
if
So
something's going on.
this is where, this is...
It's breaking
these
some
are
kind
the
of wall
things
here.
that
Yeah.
guide me to where I take the end of this movie, but
Yeah.
he ends up running into what he thinks is his
His
office building.
His apartment?
Is it his apartment or
Yeah,
is it his
yeah.
office?
Well,
I think it's the apartment.
one is his
because he kills the
apartment.
concierge.
Yeah, and then he goes to another apartment. It's like the same thing, and he doesn't kill him, but I don't know. It's...
That's the thing. Like
Very
everything looks the same, even the
Yeah.
apartment
I thought it
building.
was his job, because isn't he under the desk
Oh,
when he...
you're right.
'Cause
Yeah,
he's
you're
under
right,
the
you're
desk
right.
when he calls his lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be like office building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, he does end up calling his lawyer at this point and basically he tells him that he's killed like 20 to 40 people. He says he's ate some of their brains.
Which
Right.
we've never seen that moment, but...
Right. I guess I'm a pretty sick guy, he says at one point. So I would say yes, he's probably a pretty sick guy. If this is real. But is it? Do we want to talk about
James
this?
has
Do we
some
want to talk
notes.
about mental health? I don't know. Like there's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. So what do you guys think?
And what do you mean?
What's real? What's not?
Let's not. I'm gonna wait to talk about that. Let's wait till Act 3.
Okay. Should we save this then?
So what are we talking about in this?
Well, I will say there are certain mental illnesses that he could have. He could have schizophrenia, he could have bipolar, he could be in a psychotic episode. We'll actually feature in my... I think it's a psychotic episode brought out about by drugs, but we'll talk about that.
Okay.
I do forget there is lots of drugs in this movie.
Yeah, it starts with that.
Mm-hmm.
The very first scene is about
Cocaine.
The bathroom isn't a good bathroom to do coke.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like what?
Yeah.
What? All right. Well, I guess we'll save it.
Yeah. All right, let's save it.
Yeah, are we moving into Act 3 or...
Yes, Act 3. All right, so we're gonna start off Act 3 with this scene. So he tells his assistant he isn't going to make it to the office and to stop sounding so fucking sad. Mean.
Fair.
She opens his drawers and finds a notebook with dark images suggesting he killed people. So the only thing I want to say about this scene is if you ever come across a notebook with some sketches of murder. And
Don't look at my note.
well, listen,
I draw some morbid shit,
it's listen.
but I don't. It's not a fantasy of mine.
Right. If it's art, that's one thing. If it's a red flag, I would tell someone. I would call someone
And
and let
sadly,
them
a lot of
know.
people tried to do that, and nothing
Do
happens.
it. Do it. Do it. Call
Do it. At
call
least
your
you're trying.
local police department and say, "Hey, I came across this notebook full of blood."
I mean, nowadays it's a YouTube channel, and then they ignore
Yeah.
it, and then these people fucking shoot up.
At least maybe.
See something, say something. I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times. It seems like common sense, but you hear a lot of stories about people shooting up places, and it's like, I wish there were signs.
There's always signs.
Sometimes
They're always
there are
ignored.
signs. Don't ignore the signs. So I wanted to just mention that with this particular scene in this movie.
That was a
Again-
public service announcement brought to you by Tom Moran.
Yes, you could
Speaking of monsters.
you could save a life.
Again,
Or a
though,
lot.
Well, the ending of this movie that we haven't really talked about.
We're almost there. Can't you just say?
Well, no, I meant because everything that happened before this, I believe to be fantasy.
Okay, I guess we're getting into that conversation because we are in that third act here. Because all this is coming up where it's like, was this real?
Yeah, it gets really kind of Looney Tune in that part. Again, he shoots the cop car, it explodes.
Well, here
The
we go.
ATM.
He sees the lawyer at the restaurant that he confessed to, right? And he's confused, saying, "There's no way he could have killed Paul Allen because." And this is a callback to when he had dinner with the detective.
Yeah.
Because the detective said, because Patrick Bateman he didn't have an alibi, so he was kind of worried. And then the detective says, "Oh, your friend said you were here, right, having dinner with me or something." And then
which is
Patrick was
again
like, "Oh,
the
sweet."
mistaken identity throughout this movie. So
Right.
it's like
So maybe
there's
his-
a possibility, but
So anyway, so the lawyer says there's no way he could have killed Paul Allen because he had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London 10 days ago, which I hate the line. He had dinner with Paul Allen twice in London just 10 days ago. So you're telling me you had dinner twice? 10 days ago you had dinner twice.
I
I
interpret
understand what it means, but I don't like it. I don't like it. It drives me insane.
hey, when you're on
Very
vacation, you're eating
Hey,
multiple
whatever.
dinners.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so what do you guys think about this whole thing with the lawyer?
It goes back to, you had mentioned this mistaken identity,
Yes.
right? I would.
This has been a constant throughout the movie. He's constantly being mistaken for someone else. Other people are being mistaken for other people.
There's that. My interpretation is that the lawyer is covering up for his client in every way he possibly can, even directly to his client, making up the story, telling him the story almost as if it's like, follow me, go with me on this. Right?
Well, I mean, but wouldn't Patrick Bateman continue to do what he's doing? I mean,
Maybe he
wouldn't,
does.
Wouldn't he become indefensible at that point?
Oh, there is the whole we have not talked about in the third act where he goes to the apartment.
yeah. The realtor
Showing off
is
the
showing
apartment where all these bodies were like hanging up and
Yeah.
stuff, and
He even asks, "Isn't this like Paul Allen's apartment?" And she looks at him and she's like, "What?"
Yeah, that starts this whole thing. That's kind of an honorable mention, I guess. But yeah, he goes to the apartment where Paul used to live, where he died, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you got them selling this apartment, and you almost wonder if it's just this greed, right? That's covering up for a murder. They like painted the walls
true.
and like
Yeah.
they're just like, don't say anything.
We
'cause
just
we
need to
don't want
sell
the
it.
new buyers to know
Yeah.
that somebody died here.
which I do love about this movie. They leave it; it's very up to interpretation. It's, however you take this ending, that's how it is. Because like all of this could have happened, some of it could have happened, none of it could have happened.
It's just you'll never know.
Yeah.
Which is
They
can be
never give you-
frustrating.
and I'm pretty sure, James, I think you're the only one who's read the book.
Oh, I didn't read the whole thing. I did read chapters of
But
the.
I think the book is kind of the same way. It leaves it
Yeah.
kind of up to interpretation, where it's like,
Right.
American Psycho, is he really as crazy?
Or did he make this up?
Or
this whole
is this
conversation with the
all
lawyer.
part of... Which is a lot of, like, you go to a lot of these mass shooters and stuff, like, this is how it starts, is these fantasies of this kind of shit.
Well, that's why I mentioned the Notebook thing. If you ever see a
Yeah.
Notebook, yeah.
Which is, again, and that's why I said, like, well, nowadays it's like you look at YouTube channels, when they look back at a lot of these people who end up fucking committing these mass shootings, it's like there were a lot of signs.
Is a lot of this movie about stress? In the stress, like this guy's working on Wall Street. The level of stress, I'm sure, is up there for this guy.
But he's
right?
not stressed
Well, no,
because he
he's not
doesn't need
stressed
the
at all.
job.
And you see him like when he's working.
He's just
He's
wearing
just chilling there.
headphones and
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I feel like most people though would be
I
very
do agree
stressed.
with you. Stress is.
He seems pretty stressed at the end when he's like freaking out, right? Like I don't know.
That's self-induced stress.
Still,
This is what
stress.
Trump's doing right now.
Stress. I don't know. I think that is something. to do
I
with
agree. Stress is. I mean, it's a problem we all deal with. But in this situation, it's
This guy's just.
It could be the stress of conformity and keeping up appearances, because obviously he's obsessed with that to the point where he's meticulous about his facade.
Oh yeah, I would put him down as a psychopath.
yeah.
I would. Yeah,
Well, it's American Psycho. It's right
he
out there.
fantasizes about it, and in my opinion, he killed the homeless guy and he killed that other girl that he saw on the street.
The first two.
Yeah,
The other
and I
ones?
think the rest is a psychosis, a drug.
We didn't talk about this. Like his father owns this company
Yeah.
or something, right? So he doesn't.
He doesn't even have to work.
He mentions that he wants to work because he wants to fit in, right? You had mentioned
Yeah.
that. So you're saying that he got to this point of doing enough drugs where it created this psychosis?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just lives that lifestyle and
Use-
then ends
Kind
up
of drugs,
in this
though?
place where cocaine.
Coca-Cola
The Coca-Cola.
and the prescription drugs, which you see.
Okay. Is there more in the book, possibly?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he's
Probably.
like constantly. I think they
Let
might.
us know in the comments.
Yeah, if you've read
Ecstasy.
the book.
I think that was the thing.
Okay.
I
Can
think-
that do that to you? I don't know.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, mind bending. James has done it.
He hasn't.
I have not.
Well, all right. So we're at the end of this movie. Do we want to give our overall opinion on this film?
Yeah.
So yes, we could talk about if it's real or not. We'll never know the
That's
answer.
All up to
It's
interpretation, which is what I think is great about this movie.
Yeah. So this movie, it's funny, and I mentioned this earlier. It's about an American Psycho, this yuppie, this billionaire type person who we're literally dealing with this kind of person today. This person that the idolize in this movie, that this psycho,
president.
the American Psycho idolizes. An American Psycho idolizes this person, and this person became our president
Twice.
twice. And is our
We
president
did
right
it
now.
twice.
Yeah.
Like, think about that for a second. Let that sink in.
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting me.
I also think there's a new brand of yuppies, and it's Silicon Valley.
Ooh.
Like you see this with, like this came out a while back, but The Social Network. People idolize Mark Zuckerberg and Sean Parker. Like after that movie, they were
Sean Parker is, but Zuckerberg.
he's the one that did Napster.
Yeah, he got far. He's so way richer.
Thanks,
than us, I'm
Metallica.
sure.
I love Metallica, by the way.
I love Napster back in the day.
But yeah, now you have like
LimeWire?
Sam Altman, Elon Musk, those
Sure.
types.
I get everybody here wants to be rich, right? Everybody wants to live that lifestyle of.
That's the problem, is that so many people idolize that like a goal, and it's like, no.
You're not. Are you really? I mean, on some level, yeah, you're probably living, but at some point, you probably get pretty bored, which we've heard, right? People that are that rich, like
Elon Musk.
You want to look at Musk and Trump, and it's like,
Yeah.
well, they were born into fucking money.
well, you got narcissistic people that want the power. So you get somebody that's already rich that all of a sudden he wants more. So what does he do? He becomes president. Like, think about that. Like, what else can I get? I want to be I want to be the number one person in the entire country.
The thing about Elon Musk that guts him.
The responsibility, though, of that.
Well, he doesn't
There's
care about
none.
that.
Yeah,
He's
there's
just,
none.
Yeah. He's like Patrick Bateman.
Who gives a fuck?
Back to this movie. That's my whole synopsis of
Yeah.
this film. It's
Again,
just
it was like, he didn't need to do this. He did it. And now he doesn't give a fuck about it.
especially a second term, right? You don't. Doesn't
No, that was just to get out of prison time.
Bad people don't do good things.
That's a great point.
So
Yeah, look at the example I mentioned of Jordan Belfort. He gets out of prison. Do you think he's not scamming people? Like his
Why
his
wouldn't he?
fees.
He knows how to do it, and people are dumb enough to follow.
right.
He's talking
Be
about
smarter.
business ethics. He's charging people just so his booking fee is
We
around.
get it. You're not going to show up to his seminar, okay?
But
We
people,
understand.
yeah.
But people will buy into it.
Yeah.
Don't. Okay, be better than that. Be smarter than that. That's it.
Right.
What else can I say? All right, I've said enough.
Great movie.
It's a fantastic film. It's
Props to
definitely.
the director.
I think we've all
It's not
said
a-
it. We love this movie.
You know, we love horror movies here. Obviously, it's a horror movie, but it's not like a crazy amount of horror elements to it.
No,
a lot of
it's-
off-screen kills.
It's a bit dark comedy
Yeah.
in a way. Like, I mean, the satire now is
It's
so much more relatable.
It's so appropriate right now, which is why this is an episode that we had to do early on in our career here, because it's just so fucking fitting.
25 years later, this movie has become more relevant than ever.
Yeah, it's like grown. Yeah.
It's scary, which I know, James, you talked about. They're remaking it. Don't.
Agree.
Austin Butler, you don't have to do this.
It's gonna happen, unfortunately.
It is. It's gonna be shitty. They're gonna miss all the points of what this movie was. In like, because when I first watched this movie, I mean, I was a teenager. I kind of missed so much about like the meanings,
2000.
even the comedy in the movie. I was just like, oh, it's just a movie about a crazy guy, and then all this stuff happens. And then the more I watched the movie, I was like, again, I think I said earlier, I love this movie.
So,
Right.
if you're younger, okay, like he was when he first watched this, watch it through the lens of, I don't know.
Of being informed and thinking about things critically.
Yeah, put your phone down and watch the movie.
Yeah.
Think about the like in those days it was Reaganomics, but it's the same neoliberal policy that's like Trump is doing right now. You know, he's gutting social programs, privatizing everything, deregulation, free markets. That
We're
whole thing.
fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked about that on all the episodes, the They Live one, but his
Nobody's seen that.
all right,
referencing
so
that?
Bonus episode.
quick, we could cut this out if it's too much, but his bill, the big beautiful bill, is adding what 3 to 4 trillion to the debt, and that is after cutting Medicaid, Social Security, Medicare. So he's cutting all this stuff.
These are things your grandparents need. We will need. We get older. If you're watching this, just so you know, the way it works, every year you get older, you need this shit eventually.
Yeah, and you need Medicaid.
Tom's almost there.
I'll be there next week.
We have a Discord.
We have a Discord. We have a Patreon.
yeah.
If you guys want to support us, check it out. Speaking of monsters, for $1 a fucking month, you can join our Discord and you'll get access to a bonus episode. We got some bonus episodes because we filmed a bunch previously and realized they sucked. So we're going to throw them on there so you guys can make fun of us and how bad it was. All we did was bitch about the shit that's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did pretty much this except more.
Yeah, so we're going to dial this in as we go. We appreciate you being here.
Goodbye.